Hello and welcome to another Call of Dragons video. I'm Sergeant J, and as you can see, I have recently started Season of Strife 1, SOS 1, Calling of Courage, and I have not yet entered the main map on one of my farms, so we're going to do that right now so we can show you how the mastery skills work and the monoliths. Okay, so if we get into it here, it takes about 3 days, a couple of auger stone events for this monolith to unlock and open, at which point you want to have already gone into your policies and upgraded this to level 3 at least, but hopefully level 5 because um, at level 5 you can get 250 plus 250 plus 750, so 1250 stones per day, which lets you immediately unlock 4 skills on your first day. But yeah, so unfortunately, in order to upgrade this Stone Sentinel to level 5, you have to have military expansion to level 8, which means you need this at level 8, this at level 8, and this at level 8. So this is my farm. Oh, I thought I just grabbed some prestige. Anyway, most important thing at the start of the season is maybe grabbing a little bit of merits before you move to the new map. Then, as soon as you move to the new map, you want to start killing Darklings, get prestige, and get these first 3 to level 8. Well, these first 4 all to level 8. And then you've got about 2 days before you have to start working on your Stone Sentinels. Anyway, once you get that up, you can start earning stone. How do you do that? You do that with these protector quests. Okay, so like I said, you can get 250 for each of these. So 250 for this middle one here, and then 750 for the one on the far right if you upgrade them using this button here. But this is my farm that I never really play, so I'm definitely not going to donate extra ore to this just to unlock some skills I'm not going to use, but this I can. Also, I recommend upgrading these before you start working on them because this train for T4s or more, if you upgrade it to 18,000, but you've already trained 18,000 that day, only the first 9,000 will have counted. So if you click this at the beginning of the server day, when server reset happens, then you have the full time to get the 18,000. So I recommend upgrading these if you're going to at the beginning of the day. Anyway, that being said, let me show you how these works real quick and explain to you some of the things I've learned playing around with this last 3 days. So first off, each season's different, and it's going to have a different set of skills that you'll be able to access and then put on to any one of your heroes as long as they have enough stars to have an open slot. You can put any one of these skills, whatever level they are, based on your own heroes, um, in any slot, second, third, or fourth slot on any hero that you want, as long as you're not doubling up in the same march, um, which is pretty awesome. So let me show you how that works. So after, like I said, 2 days, you get this first thing here unlocked. Okay, every day you get to unlock one for free, so don't forget. Um, so I'll just pick a random one to unlock for free, confirm. Okay, after you get your free one, you have to have 400 of these stone testaments in order to open the next slot. So you can see I don't have enough stone testaments, but on the first day you can open, I think, 3 more slots. So you get a total of 4 skills to choose from, which is important because some of the skills, as you could see, either you won't have yet, or you'll have recently restored that hero, and so now it's back to level 1, um, or it just won't be useful to you. So it's best to have 6 or 7 of these. Oh yeah, got my 6, 7 hoodie. So it's best to have 6 or 7 of these skills unlocked on each one of your monoliths. So that's, like I said, monolith 1. Might as well, if I had this skill unlocked, then I could just show you how it works. I'm going to have to switch accounts, show you how it works. But I just want to explain this slot here. So these yellow slots for monolith 3 and 4 and 5, they actually allow you to they don't do much different than these other ones. As you can see here, there's 20 skills that you can unlock and then be able to choose from. But like I said, you probably only need 6 or 7 before you find a good skill that you're going to want to use. And then you want to save your stone testaments for when the next slot opens. Okay, and so first, second, and fourth slots all are going to have 20 skills here. That's going to be the 20 listed here. Some of them are from epic heroes, some of them are from legendary heroes, and some, the first one, is even from a blue hero. So that's going to be the case every time, but each season is going to have a different selection, as you'll see in a second. So what I'm going to do now is switch accounts to one of my old accounts I don't play anymore that's in a different season of Strife, so I can show you what it looks like on that account. Okay, before I show you that one, I'm gonna just show you this guy here. This is my main farm on the same season that I've already done some work on. As you can see, it's already got a skill in there. As you can see, I've already got the Stone Sentinels to level 5. Um, so I'll show you what I'm going to do each day with this account. So I'm going to double this because I'm going to want to give 30 helps for 250 stones instead of 125. Do I want to donate 2 million gold just to get some extra stones? No, I don't. So I'm going to leave this one standard. And then gain power. This one's always worth it, I think. You get an extra 375 stones per day without having to donate a bunch of your important resources. I always recommend upgrading this one. Anyway, so you can see because it's the same season, I have the same list of possible skills that can be learned as mastery skills. Um, However, because I actually play this account, I have a lot more of the skills at a decent level. Still not that many because I didn't play this account at all last season because I costed too many migration points to my server and was exiled basically. But just to show you how this works, so you click this little refresh button and it allows you to choose any of the skills that you've unlocked on this specific monolith. As you can see, I've already unlocked 4, but I get a free one every day. So here's my daily free unlock. I'll go ahead and grab one from this third row. Confirm. Okay, and this is a skill from Pan, I believe. Um, Once it's been activated, it's free to change it back and forth, but I guess there's a cost to activating these. Okay, so it is free to change it from one hero to another, though. You can do that back and forth as many times as you want without any penalty, but I'm glad I checked this because now I see that it does actually cost some of these stones if you want to change which of these skills is assigned to this monolith. So it costs stones, not just to unlock new skills, but also to assign or activate the skills that you've already unlocked after the first one. Okay, so yeah, you might want to wait until you've opened 6 or 7 of these skills before you choose which one you want to activate on that monolith. On my main account, I have 4 skills that I would actually use all unlocked on the first monolith, and so I guess it's going to cost me if I want to switch it up. Okay, so what I wanted to explain though was about these legendary ones because the info is actually incorrect. If you click here, it's got all these rules, and rule number 3 says there's 2 types of mastery monoliths, the standard and legendary, and the legendary monoliths allow you to activate mastery skills from legendary heroes. Okay, what it fails to explain is that the standard monoliths also allow you to activate mastery skills from legendary heroes. They just also allow you to activate skills from non-legendary or epic heroes. Okay, so these common, what are called standard or common monoliths, actually are more versatile than the legendary ones. Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, now I'm going to pause the video so I can switch accounts and show you an account that already has those slots open. All right, so as you can see, this account is also in the Season of Strife Calling of Courage. However, it's not in SOS 1. It's in SOS like 5 or 6. Um, I don't know. It's server, I think 309, 310. I don't know, because I migrated it once and then got threatened to be banished another time. So who knows where it's at this time. I just know that we're getting close to the end of this Season of Strife, and so all 5 of the monoliths are open. Okay, so you can see I've already did one daily yesterday when I was trying to figure this out, so I can do another daily unlock. And it's totally free. You don't need any of these stones, okay? And you can do a free unlock on each. Oh, you have to choose which monolith you want to do the free unlock on. Good to know. I almost said there's a free unlock per monolith, but no, that's not true. Anyway, what I wanted to show you was that, see how there's 20 options to choose from, 20 options to choose from. These both um, allow you the versatility of unlocking all 20 of these on the monolith, as long as you have enough stones to do that, which I don't think you ever can get that many stones. But that's why I said stick to 6 or 7 for each monolith. But yeah, so there's 20 here. If you multiply 3 times 6 plus 2, you get 20. Okay, so of these 20, those 20 are going to be here. They're going to be here, right? And they're going to be here because these are the standard or common monoliths. Now this one here is only going to have 10, as you can see, okay? So the question is, are these 10 from a different pool? Should there be another button here with a different pool that you can select from? The answer is no. Okay, this skill here, Steel Skin, comes from the same pool of 20 that I'm getting these skills from. Okay, the only difference is that all of these that come from legendary heroes like Bertrand, Garesh, Skogul, Garwood, right? Forandil, these legendary monoliths only allow you to unlock the skills that come from legendary heroes. The assumption is that these are more powerful and more sought after, more valuable. Therefore, it's a lot easier to unlock those legendary skills that are more valuable that you want on these 2 monoliths, since the pool of skills that you have to choose from is smaller. Okay, so you might only have to unlock 4 or 5 skills on these 2 monoliths to get the desired ones that you're going to want to use in the season. Okay, so honestly, I don't think it's going to be that tough to get enough Stone Testaments, as long as you're doing, the upgraded Protector quests. Um, the first and third, I feel like you should upgrade. The second one, probably not as much. This mana is going to be important when you want a resource heal. But as long as you're upgrading first and third and doing your Protector quests every day, and you have your policies here upgraded, then you should not have trouble. You shouldn't run out of Protector stones, Stone Testaments. Because I know the 6 that I've opened on my main account on this first monolith, 4 out of those 6 are skills that I would use. So I guess if I end up activating all 4 of those, it's going to cost me what, 1,600 more Stone Testaments. But I don't actually plan on it because I already know which one I want to use on Lilia because her second skill sucks. And I'm really pleased with the one I already have. So anyway, I hope this answers your questions about how mastery skills work. Oh yeah, the last thing I should mention is this rule here, just in case you didn't see this. So, oh yeah, there's a set of rules here, and then each monolith that you open is going to have a set of information. It took me forever for some reason to find this info here. But what I wanted to mention is this one at the bottom, number, I think, 9. Okay, well, basically, you can only put a mastery skill on one hero per march. Okay, so this says if you try to put one mastery skill on the deputy and one on the commander, then the deputy's mastery skill is going to be null and void. It's going to just go away, I guess, and it won't count. Same thing, it says, and I have yet to test this, but it says that um, I can't find it, but it says that you can't put the same type of skill on a hero that already has that skill and expect it to work twice. And I believe it's counts that way for the whole march. So like I can't put that really great skill um, from Goresh on Goresh again on his fourth skill slot, and I also couldn't put it on Kuma if I'm running Goresh with Kuma since Goresh already has it. So anyway, that's the last thing I wanted to touch on. I hope you got something out of this video. I hope it helped clarify some of the confusion. I know this whole season has so many new things and it becomes overwhelming at times. So go ahead and like and subscribe if you got some out of this video. I'll try to post a few more related to this season.